Gordy. It's now 19 past the hour. You know, when you lose a lot of weight or as you age, sagging skin can be left behind. And last week we talked about treatments for mild cases of sagging skin. But in today's edition of Health and Beauty Breakdowns, we're going to talk about options for people with more severe cases of sagging skin. And we have several pictures to show you this morning, befores and afters. Dr. Downs from the Center PC joins me this morning with more. We should warn people, if you have small children, we do have some revealing photos just to show some of the sagging skin. But these are people who went through a major transformation in their lives. Right. And you were able to help them really deal with the sagging skin.
Well, we talked about a number of different ways for all levels of sagging skin, and sometimes from massive weight loss, age, or whatever the reason, medical conditions, there's just really nothing short of surgery that's going to help all that sagging skin. So sometimes that's not always the last resort. Maybe it's the best resort for some patients. And usually in terms of the face, head, neck, body area, abdomen, these are some great options for patients to consider to get rid of some of that extra skin.
Let's start with the facelift, and
Great.
That is something that a lot of people say, I can't believe you want me to get a facelift, right, or you're wanting to suggest it, but this is truly less painful than some of the other options?
Well, you know, facelift is almost a prototypical type of plastic surgery, facelift, and everybody's fearful of that because if you've watched that on television or some of the channels, it might indicate that it looks painful, but actually it's one of the least painful things that we do. And you can see that with a facelift, and sometimes that even includes a brow lift or a neck lift, it really can improve the jawline, the brow position, the eyes, and just an overall brightening of the face. And you don't come away looking with a wind-blown fake look all the time at all. And that's really techniques that have gone awry, actually. Mm-hmm. If you get a facelift, you should look very natural, you should look very relaxed, just refreshed, and it really ought to take about 10 or 15 years off of your age appearance.
How much downtime can someone expect?
Well, it all depends. Downtime will change from person to person, and again, usually with a facelift or this type of surgery, you're probably looking at about 7 to 10 days where you're going to look kind of rough. But then after that, with a little makeup and after all the sutures and everything are gone, you're fine. You're not going to resume exercising, right, a real strenuous activity, but certainly back in public, back at work, and doing those types of things. So it's a lot easier. I'm not saying it's easy, but it's a lot easier than a lot of people really give it credit for. And it's a really good option for people that just have tried everything else and there's nothing left.
Okay, you have another picture to show us.
Yes.
Which one is this one? This is maybe after a massive weight loss?
After a massive weight loss, a lot of times we're looking at large amounts of skin. Mm-hmm. And there's just nothing we can do. The skin is elastic. Right. It will snap back to some degree. And we like to give it about 12 to 18 months to do what it's going to do after a massive weight loss. But unfortunately, or fortunately, it's good for your health to lose all that weight. Certainly, it reverses a lot of those medical conditions that you might be suffering from, such as diabetes and high blood pressure. But it sometimes leaves you with this extra skin, and especially in the abdominal area, you can really come in and surgically get rid of that extra skin through things like an abdominoplasty or a tummy tuck. Sometimes that's an extended tummy tuck where we're just doing the front part, or sometimes we're actually going all the way around the body and doing a little bit of a buttock lift as well, and that's called a circumferential or a belt lift. And these are some pictures of patients that have undergone these types of things for massive weight loss. This is a good example of somebody who really gets rid of that, what we call paniculus, or that overhang over on the belly area. It really improves your appearance in clothing. And
well, I've got to think that your clothing, you buy a different size of clothing. You're just trying to cover a roll of skin that is flopped over.
Exactly. And a lot of times, what fits one part of your body doesn't fit the other part of your body.
Right.
So what we're trying to do is bring things back into perspective, back into a reasonable proportion. Mm-hmm. So that works out very nicely. So tummy tuck and abdominoplasty are very, very common skin removal techniques. We can do arms as well. If you ever have a lot of weight loss, you get, people call them turkey wings or bat wings. We can get those as well. Okay, well, we unfortunately don't have enough time to show some of the other pictures, but thank you so much. Hopefully that gives some people some options. Just wanted to give an idea of what's possible. We're going to put those on our website, though, so hopefully people can check those out, because we know it is a concern for a lot of people. All right, Dr. Downs, thank you so much. Pleasure. If you have ideas for Health and Beauty Breakdowns, send them in to us. We'll be back with more this morning, right after this.